I'm sure they'll authorize my signature.
Okay. Thank you.
And I wouldn't have her signature on anything, you won't get nothing. Okay, they're all here.
Please be seated.
Okay. And then when we're ready, just double hit the track too. Okay.
Are the mics on?
Do you need?
Slight technical delay.
Should be good, I think.
Okay, can you hear me?
Or this one? There you go.
Okay. Oh yeah, it's on. All right, I would like to welcome everyone to the 2013 pinning ceremony for the LPN program, or Practical Nursing Certificate program. Before we start, I want to do some introductions. I have Carol Schmidt, who's our Dean of Nursing, Eric Mason, the Chair of Nursing, Terry Metzger, who is an instructor in the program, Anna K. Nussmeyer, also an instructor in the program, and Monica Slotman, also an instructor in the program. And is there anybody else that I missed? Huh? Oh, and Sarah Shank. Sarah, stand up. Okay. Okay, I would like to read a poem by Melody Finvert. It's entitled Being a Nurse. You will never be bored. You will always be frustrated. You will be surrounded by challenges, so much to do and so little time. You will carry immense responsibility and very little authority. You will step into people's lives for a moment, and you will make a difference. Some will bless you. Some will curse you. You will see people at their worst and at their best. You will never cease to be amazed at people's capacity for love, courage, and endurance. You will see life begin. You will see life end. You will experience resounding triumphs and devastating failures. You will cry a lot, and I'm sure they can all attest to that. You will laugh a lot, probably in relief. You will know what it is to be human and to be humane. And now I would like to introduce Carol Schmidt, the Dean of Nursing, for the welcome.
Good afternoon. Primarily, the folks that I'm going to address right now are the students, so hopefully some words will touch them in one way or another. So, first I'd like to congratulate each and every one of you for being here today. Because you're here indicates that you successfully completed the nursing program, passed all the course requirements to become a graduate of the Rhodes State College nursing program. Second, I want to address the reason you're here, and that's the pinning ceremony. The actual symbolism of the pin dates back many centuries. The nursing pin represents knowledge, courage, service, and faith. These four things represent the spirit of Florence Nightingale, who was a pioneer in the nursing field, just as you will all become new pioneers in the nursing field today. So, students, for a moment, I'd like you to take a look at the person seated next to you. Hopefully you recognize them. For here, I hope you find your friends and acquaintances of the past several years or so. These persons have been your study buddies, friends, confidants, who will be forever etched in your memory as partners in taking on one of the greatest challenges you've ever attempted. So please take a minute and think back to the very first day of nursing school to reflect on what you knew then and hopefully what you know now. So remember the bed baths, passing meds for the first time, surgical observations, IV fluids, diabetes, electrolytes, arterial blood gases, EKGs, and more. So even though you've completed all the coursework and all the basic clinical aspects, I encourage you all to go forth in your chosen profession. You will face many challenges. The first one is passing the NCLEX, also known as the state board, adapting to the work environment, and you will get paid, and finally adapting to the role of not being a student, at least momentarily. So please make yourself and your family and your school proud by passing that NCLEX or state board on the first try, because remember, you cannot practice as a nurse till you have that license in your hand. And when you're out in practice, and perhaps you're having a bad day, take a minute to remember your basic education, the pinning ceremony and what it meant to you to be pinned, and it just might be the little piece that you need to get you through the day. So take some time also for your loved ones and yourself, then move on to becoming the best professional nurse that you can be, whether that means more education or focusing and specializing in an area of your choice. With that, I would say, success lies not in how well known you are, but how well respected. Success is not in your power to take, but your willingness to give. Success is measured by the height of your aspirations, the breadth of your vision, and the depth of your convictions. Success comes in the small voice that you hear within yourself at the end of the day, knowing that you have done your best. This is the only success that matters. So congratulations to each and every one of you on a job very, very, very well done.
Thank you, Dean Schmidt. And I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Barb Overman. I'm the coordinator for the program. I would like to next have Jennifer Warnicki, our student speaker, come up. And she has some words of wisdom for all of us.
Good afternoon, and thank you all for coming. I would like to thank our instructors for teaching us the knowledge for our futures, our families for believing us and helping us when we needed time to study alone, and classmates for being there for each of us this past year. I'm not really sure who originally wrote this, but I found this on Staff Nurses on Facebook, and I'd really like to share it. Somebody asked, "You're a nurse? That's cool. I wanted to do that when I was a kid. How much do you make?" The nurse replied, "How much do I make? I can make holding your hand seem like the most important thing in the world when you're scared. I can make your child breathe again when they stop. I can help your father survive a heart attack. I can make myself get up at 5 a.m. to make sure your mother has the medication she needs to live. I work all day to save lives of complete strangers. I make my family wait for dinner until I know your family member is taken care of. I make myself skip lunch so that I can make sure that everything I did for your wife today has been charted. I make myself work weekends and holidays because people don't just get sick Monday through Friday. Today, I might just save your life. How much do I make? All I know is that we are all here to make a difference. Remember, being a nurse isn't all about the paycheck. It's about having the ability to take our knowledge and skills to help those who need it most. Being a nurse is having the ability to care for those who may have once cared for us or our loved ones. Every day won't be a good day, but every day you have the ability to touch someone's life. Always remember, you can make a difference.
Thank you, Jennifer. Those are words all of us are sitting here going, because we've all been there. Okay, now the part that you've been waiting for, the actual pinning ceremony. So, you want to hand the certificates out? Okay, Ann Kay, you want to come up here and help me read? Okay, what I am going to ask is that Susan will be our first person pinned, and so her family can start down, and then if Leveda's family would start down, so that when Susan is finished, then Leveda can be pinned, and just kind of come up about one person ahead of time. Okay, Susan Anderson. Susan is being pinned by her two daughters, Ashley and Kiara. And Susan writes, "Thank you to my friends and family who helped me get through the tough ride of nursing school. These two girls have put up with my mood swings of an upcoming test and not seeing me enough. They have helped me make flashcards and would try to read the big words which would make us laugh and would help me remember, I love you both with all my heart, and we did it." Congratulations, Susan. Oh, you might want to come down.
Laveda is being pinned by her great-grandmother, Thelma Wilson, who is 97 years old, or young, I should say. And alongside her grandmother are her two children, Isaiah and Kennedy, and her better half, Ricky. After many long nights and a million tears, Laveda writes this, I couldn't have made it here without God. To Ricky, I can't fit enough thank yous into this speech, but I love you and appreciate you. To my babies, this is for you, and it's only the beginning of so much more to come.
Joni Blavel. You guys can step out a little bit farther. People in the front row don't bite. Joni is being penned by her daughter, Jadalyn Blavel. I would like to thank my fiance, Tim, my children, Jadalyn, Jasmine, and Skylar, for all the sacrifices you made while I made my dream come true. My mom, Susie, thank you for believing in me. Thank you to my best friend, Tracy. I couldn't have done this without you.
Now you guys are going to make me cry here. Maria Bruns is getting pinned by her friend Chelsea Oberding and her boyfriend Eric Gushing. She would like to thank her mom, who can't be here today, her dad, her family, friends, and classmates for the love and support that got her through this program. Without them, she wouldn't have been able to do it.
Kayla Cooper. Kayla is being pinned by her fiance, Mike, and her son, CJ. I want to thank my fiance, my kids, my mom, and the rest of my family for believing in me and helping me through. I would also like to thank my instructors and classmates, some of whom feel almost like family. I couldn't have done it without you. Thanks.
Jessica Doty. Jessica Doty is being pinned by her husband, Ben, and she writes, thank you to my parents, husband, brothers, sister-in-law, nieces, nephews, my in-laws, and the rest of my family and friends who have stood by my side during this journey. I would have never made it without your love and support, and thank you also to all my teachers for their guidance and help.
Heather Ellerbrock. Heather is being pinned by her husband, Dustin. I would like to say thank you to my parents for being there for me financially and emotionally, my husband, who always stood beside me through it all, and my children for waiting patiently while I follow my dreams. Love each and every one. Thank you.
Rachel Everman. Rachel Everman is being pinned by her husband Kyle and their daughter Charlotte. I would like to thank my husband for always encouraging me to do well and always being there for me. I also would like to thank my family who helped me take care of Charlotte on days that I had school, and thank you for the support that you gave me through this journey. I want to thank my friends for helping me study, doing return demos, and just being there. It wouldn't have been the same without all of you. I would like to thank all the professors, because without you, I wouldn't have made it. Thank you.
Did I miss him?
This This one's Amber.
Amber Fry. Amber is being pinned by Donna Bailey, who is her mother, and her daughter Addison. First, I would like to thank all my instructors that have helped me succeed and get to this point. I also would like to thank my family for watching my daughter for me while I was in class or studying. I wouldn't have been able to do this without you guys, your guys' love and support. I'm stumbling over my own words here.
Kyla Gilbert. Kyla Gilbert is being pinned by her mother, Priscilla Goodrich. I would like to thank my family and friends for the encouragement and support through this process. Thank you very much, and I love you all.
Randy Glick. Randy is being pinned by her husband, Corey Glick, and her son, Braden. I want to thank my husband, Corey Glick, my son, Braden Glick, my parents, Beth and Jerry Kimmel, and my sister, Hannah Rader. Thank you for everything you all did to help me succeed this year.
Does it every time. Angela Ice. Angela Ice is being pinned by her husband, Tim Ice. Angela writes, I would like to thank my family for supporting me as I attended nursing school. I know that it has been a long journey, and I appreciate all your love and support you showed me along the way. I also want to thank the wonderful group of friends that I have acquired along the way. You helped me make it through. I especially want to thank my husband and son for their support.
Lashina Johnson. Lashina is being pinned by her mother, Mabel Maroney. I hope I said that right. Lashina would like to give thanks to her mother, Mabel, for always being that encouraging person throughout her college education, and her father, Dave Johnson, for always having faith in her, even when she did not have faith in herself. She would also like to thank family and friends for all their kind and inspirational words, her coworkers, and her friends at work for the hugs and shoulders in her times of need. In closing, Lashina would like to dedicate her pinning to the memory of a longtime friend and supporters, Coach Jim Ayersman and Mrs. Jackie Ayersman.
Tabitha Jones. Tabitha Jones is being pinned by her friend Miranda Corner and her two sons, Patrick and Caleb. She wants to thank everyone who has supported her these last 12 months, my family, friends, classmates, instructors, and last but not least, my two precious boys. It has not been easy, and I would have never succeeded without you all. I love you more than you'll ever know.
Katie Keller. Katie is being pinned by her mom, Barb. To my mom and dad for being supportive during the ups and downs during this program. To John for sticking it out with me through this rough journey when I wasn't pleasant to be around. To Hunter and Hayden, yeah, we've all been there. To Hunter and Hayden being my inspiration to not give up and keep pushing to accomplish this goal.
Tiffany Klein. Tiffany Klein is being pinned by her fiance James and their son Trey. First, I would like to thank the good Lord above for helping me get through school. Thanks to James, Dad, Mom, Grandma, Destiny, and to the rest of my family and friends who have supported me.
I don't know. Taylor Long. Taylor is being pinned by her mother, Diane Long. I want to thank my daughter, Kylie, for giving me the drive to be the best I can be. I also want to thank my parents, Kevin, Haley, family and friends for being so supportive throughout my life. To my teachers, thank you for the knowledge you have provided.
Dana Miller. Dana Miller is being pinned by her grandmother, Nina. I want to thank my family and friends who have made this day possible. Taft, Grandma, Jerry, and Kevin, thank you for all your support and help with everything. I could not have done it without you. Matthew and Caitlin, thank you for being my sunshine every day.
Kayla Morris. Kayla is being pinned by her husband, Noel. I would like to thank my family, friends, and teachers for helping me along the way in my nursing studies. I would especially like to thank my husband for standing by my side and encouraging me. Thank you to my son for being patient during my studies.
Brittany Neely Pinks. Is it Pinks right? Did I get the last name in there? Oh. Is that what happens in OB class?
Now we know.
Brittany is being pinned by her husband Dan and their daughter Marjorie. How old is she? 2 weeks. Oh, well, congratulations. I would like to thank my husband for standing by my side this past year and supporting me every step of the way. I also would like to thank my parents for all their encouraging words. Lastly, I would like to thank my daughter. She drove me to do my absolute best, and I did it all for her and my family.
Amber Schnipke. Amber is being pinned by her mother, Ricky, and her son, Graham. Cue the music. Aww. She would like to thank God, her parents, her brothers and sisters, her boyfriend, her amazing classmates, and everyone else that supported her through this long and tough journey. Thanks for all the love and support and best wishes to her classmates.
Just this part. Okay. Brittany Schwark. Brittany is being pinned by her mother, Kelly Watson. I would, first of all, like to thank three very important people, my mother and father Kelly and Jeff Watson, and my boyfriend Nathan Heppard. I'm not sure if I pronounced that right, so excuse me. They may have been there for me the whole time, or they have been there for me the whole time. They have helped me with everything that I could possibly need, whether it be sometimes to vent, to cry, to study with, or to get advice from. Without them, I do not know how I would have made it. Thanks to everyone who's contributed and supported my path to success. This may be the end to one chapter, but the beginning of many more to come. It's Shoemate.
Darcy Shoemate. Shamate. Darcy it's a joke. Darcy is being pinned by her mother, Vicky Shoemate. Thanks to my children for the faith that you had in me. Thank you to my family and friends that supported me. A special thanks to God and my mom. If it wasn't for the guidance and help that you have given me, I would not be here today.
Crystal Steeman. Crystal is being pinned by her fiance Nate. I'd like to thank my parents and siblings for their unending support and encouragement, my nursing friends for the laughs and great memories, my instructors for directing me to the best that I could be, and last but not least, my biggest fans, Nate and Kellen, for cheering me on and believing in me every step of the way.
Caitlin Thomas. Caitlin is being pinned by her husband Seth and her son Gavin. Colossians 3:23 says, "Whatever you do, work at it with all your heart. I have never worked harder at nor wanted something more in my entire life." I would like to thank my instructors who believed in me when I didn't believe in myself, my husband Seth, my son Gavin, my mom, Karen, my sister, Rachel, my mother and father-in-law, John and Becky, Joe, and my sister-in-law, Courtney, for all of their love and support, and especially their babysitting services, so that I was able to study. To my fellow classmates, congratulations, we did it.
Nicole Wallace. Nicole Wallace is being pinned by Mrs. Overman. I would like to thank all the professors who have helped me along the way, especially Mrs. Borchers, Mrs. Metzger, Mrs. Overman, and Mrs. Nussmeyer. They taught me well and were always there when I needed them. I especially like to thank Mrs. Metzger for her positive words of encouragement at a time when I needed it.
Jennifer Warnicki. Jennifer is being pinned by Jamie Fry. I would like to thank all those who have helped me get to where I am today. My parents, my family, and my friends who believed in me and continue to support me in my dreams that have finally come true. I thank you. And now I would like all of you to stand if you were able and join me in congratulating the 2013 class, Rhodes State College Practical Nursing Program. Okay, Mrs. Borchers isn't with us this evening, but Mrs. Metzger, who's an instructor in the program, has graciously consented to doing our closing comments.
The Rhodes State College administration and nursing faculty would like to thank you for your presence as we celebrate the accomplishments of these graduates. Please join us at the recognition reception immediately following the pinning ceremony. We wish each of you graduates success as you embark on your journey in nursing. As a nurse, you will touch a life, or a life will touch yours. You certainly have touched ours. Good luck and best wishes. Again, everyone, please stand and join me in congratulating the Rhodes State College 2013 Practical Nursing graduates.
Okay, please be seated. We are going to finish with the nurse's prayer that you will see inside your program. If you are a nurse, please join us. This prayer is by Terry Lynn Thompson. Okay, girls. Let me dedicate my life today to the care of those who come my way. Let me touch each one and the gentle art for which I stand. And then tonight, when day is done, oh, let me rest in peace if I helped just one. Okay, I want you to exit. Okay, I'm going to ask the graduates to stand. The ceremony has now concluded. I would request that you wait until the graduates have exited before you leave your seats. Thank you.